My dear soul, I am present. I feel immense joy that you are here as well. But listen closely. What I must share with you today has the power to change every part of your life. The angels have delivered an urgent message. It is essential that you hear it until the very end. If you don't, you might miss something vital. Something that could alter your destiny forever. Your soulmate cannot erase what happened. No matter how much time has passed. No matter how hard they try to move on. Something inside them keeps drawing them back. And do you understand why? Because this wasn't just a fleeting moment. This wasn't just a memory. What took place was far more significant. It was a sign. A revelation that shook their soul to its core. The angels saw it. They witnessed the exact moment when everything shifted. And now, they want you to understand the truth. But be warned. What I am about to tell you goes beyond what you might expect. There is more happening here than you realize. And missing even a single word could mean losing the chance to grasp what is truly going on. If you feel this message is already reaching your heart, let the universe know. Write in the comments, I receive this message from the angels. This is your affirmation. This is your sign that you are ready to uncover the truth. Now, open your heart and listen closely. Because what you are about to discover may change everything. The angels have something important to reveal to you. And believe me, you don't want to miss what's coming. There was a moment, my dear soul. A single instant in time that changed everything. Your soulmate may not have fully understood it at first. But something shifted profoundly within them. It wasn't just a passing thought. It wasn't just a memory drifting by. No, this was special. This was powerful. And no matter how much they try to ignore it, they can't. The angels were there. They saw it happen. They felt the energy shift. And now they want you to understand exactly what happened. And why it matters so much. Because what your soulmate experienced in that moment was far more than just a memory. It was a realization. It may have seemed like an ordinary day, a moment that passed without a second thought. But for them something happened. Perhaps it was a word spoken, a glance shared, or even a silence that held more meaning than 1,000 conversations. Whatever it was, it touched them in a way nothing else ever had. At first they dismissed it. They told themselves it was just nostalgia, just a random thought, something that came and went like many others. But then it returned, again and again, like a whisper that refused to be silenced. That's when the confusion began. Why couldn't they shake this feeling? Why did this single moment refuse to go away? They tried to put it aside, tried to move on as if it were nothing. But the more they tried, the stronger it became, because it was never just a memory. It was a message, a truth waiting to be acknowledged. And my dear soul, that truth is this. Something inside them awakened that day, something they weren't ready to face before, something that changes everything. The realization didn't come all at once. It crept in, piece by piece, until one day, they could no longer deny it. The feelings they thought were buried, the emotions they told themselves were in the past. They all surged to the surface, demanding to be recognized. Can you imagine what that must have felt like? To suddenly realize that something you thought was lost was never really gone. That the bond you tried to forget was never truly broken. That's exactly what happened. And here's what the angels need you to understand. This wasn't a coincidence. This wasn't just their mind playing tricks on them. This was their soul remembering something important. This was the universe pulling them back towards something they tried to leave behind, but never could. Consider this, my dear soul. Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt something shift inside you? A moment where, no matter how much you tried to let go, something kept calling you back. That's what your soulmate is experiencing right now. And the angels are watching over all of this. They see the inner struggle, the silent battle between what they think they should do and what their heart is longing for them to accept. Because deep down, they know that this was never just a fleeting moment. They know that this feeling isn't going away. And most importantly, they understand that something inside them has been changed forever. But here's the part that matters most. What happens next doesn't just depend on them. It depends on you too. Because, my dear soul, if this realization has happened for them, it means something is shifting in your world too. It means that the energy between you is stronger than ever. It means that the universe is trying to bring clarity where there was once confusion. And it means that you need to be prepared. Because this is only the beginning. There's more to the story. More that the angels need you to understand. And if you think you know what's happening now, just wait. The truth that is about to be revealed will explain everything. But for that, you must keep listening. Because the next part of this message will change the way you see everything that has happened between you and your soulmate. What they felt in that moment wasn't just a memory. It was a doorway opening. And now, you need to see where that doorway leads. Before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel. And if this message is resonating with your heart, click the thanks button below. This helps us continue delivering messages filled with love and hope. Now, let's get to what is most important. My dear soul, now that you understand how that single moment changed everything, it's time to reveal what the angels saw, what they witnessed as it unfolded. Because make no mistake, this was no ordinary event. This was a shift, an awakening, a truth finally coming to light, and the angels saw it all. At first, your soulmate didn't realize the importance of what was happening. It started as a thought, a memory, a whisper from the past. They assumed it was just nostalgia, a fleeting moment that would vanish as quickly as it arrived. But the angels saw what was really happening. They saw the energy around them change. They saw the hesitation, the pause in their thoughts, the moment their hearts skipped a beat, as understanding dawned on them. This wasn't just a memory. It was a revelation. The angels watched as feelings your soulmate had locked away began to resurface. They saw the exact instant when their heart tightened, when their soul trembled with recognition. This wasn't something they could ignore. The truth hit them with such force that for a brief moment, they didn't know how to handle it. They tried to reason with themselves, tried to dismiss it. It's just a thought, they told themselves. It doesn't mean anything. But the angels knew better. They saw how their body reacted, how their energy changed, how their heart refused to listen to logic. And then, something even more powerful happened. A realization began to form, a truth so undeniable that no matter how much they fought against it, it wouldn't let them be. The angels saw the moment when they recognized that this feeling, this memory, this yearning, wasn't just about the past. It was about the present. It was about the future. It was about you. The angels saw it all. The confusion, the resistance, the way their souls struggled to understand what was happening. And most importantly, the moment they stopped fighting against it. Because in that moment, Your soulmate understood something they had been avoiding for far too long. They realized that their connection to you was never truly broken. They acknowledged that no matter how much they tried to move on, a part of them was always looking back. And then came the most important realization of all, the one that changed everything. The angels saw them face something they had been too afraid to admit. They still feel it. The connection, the pull, the longing. It never left. And in that moment, their heart whispered the words they had been holding back for so long. I still love them. Yes, my dear soul. The angels heard it. The universe witnessed it. And now, you need to hear it too. Because this isn't just about them. This is about you as well. The angels want you to understand that this moment wasn't one-sided. The energy between soulmates is never one-sided. When they felt that shift, you did too. When they were overcome by that wave of emotion, your soul recognized it as well. You may have experienced it as a sudden thought, a dream, a longing that came out of nowhere, but it was real. It was them reaching out to you without even realizing it. And the angels want you to understand something very important. This moment wasn't a coincidence. The universe planned it. The timing, the emotions, the way it all unfolded. It was all guided by a higher power. Because the truth needed to come to light. The truth that no matter how much time has passed, no matter what has happened, their heart still belongs to you. Now, my dear soul, I know you must be feeling many emotions. Perhaps a part of you already knew this. Perhaps a part of you has been waiting for confirmation. And now you have it. But this is only the beginning. Because now that the truth has surfaced, now that your soulmate has faced what they have been fighting against for so long, the question remains, what happens next? The angels have seen everything. They know what's on the horizon, and you need to prepare yourself. Because the next part of this journey will reveal answers you never expected. There's something else your soulmate has realized. Something even more powerful than what I've just told you. And if you think you understand the depth of this connection now, just wait. Because the next message will change everything. And trust me, you need to hear it. My dear soul, now that the truth has come out, now that the realization has hit your soulmate with undeniable force, something even more significant is happening. Because this feeling, this truth, that was hidden, denied, pushed aside for so long, can no longer stay buried. The angels have seen it. They have felt it, radiating from your soulmate's heart like a wave of energy, too powerful to suppress. And now, my dear soul, you need to understand just how deep this feeling runs. Your soulmate tried to ignore it. They tried to tell themselves that what they felt in that moment was nothing more than nostalgia, a ghost of something that no longer existed. But the heart doesn't lie. The heart doesn't forget. And the truth is, their heart has been holding on to this love for you all along. For so long they have resisted it. Maybe they convinced themselves they had moved on, that what they once felt was just a chapter in their past. But the angels have seen what truly lies within their soul. The emotions they tried to hide have only grown stronger over time, not weaker. They have tried to distract themselves, to focus on other things, to bury their feelings beneath the weight of everyday life. But no matter how much they try to fool themselves, the reality remains. They still feel connected to you. And now, they can no longer deny it. The moment they remembered, the moment that changed everything, wasn't just a random event. It was their heart speaking louder than their mind. It was the universe stepping in, forcing them to see what they had refused to face for so long. They may have resisted, but love doesn't disappear just because we pretend it's not there. The angels saw the instant their soul surrendered to the truth. They saw the way their heart ached with longing, the way emotions surged to the surface, like a tide that could no longer be contained. And in that moment, something else happened. Fear. Yes, my dear soul. As much as your soulmate has finally admitted this love, there is also fear. Because now that they can no longer hide what they feel, they are faced with an even bigger question. What now? This is the moment where their soul stands at a crossroads. They know what they feel, but they are afraid of what it means. They are afraid of what might happen if they reach out. They are afraid of what might happen if they don't. And most of all, they are afraid of one undeniable truth that the angels have already confirmed. They belong with you. Yes, my dear soul. They feel it deep inside them. No matter what has happened, no matter how much time has passed, their heart still recognizes that you are the one. But admitting this is one thing. Acting on it is another. And this is where the struggle comes in, because for so long, they have told themselves that their life needed to go in a different direction. They built walls around their heart. They convinced themselves that the past was behind them, that they had to let go and move on. But now, the truth stares them in the face. The angels have seen the inner turmoil, the way their soul battles with the undeniable reality that they cannot erase this love. They cannot force their heart to stop feeling what it feels. And the more they try to resist, the stronger the emotions grow, because this love isn't meant to be forgotten. It's meant to be lived. The angels want you to understand something very important, my dear soul. This isn't just a time of reflection for your soulmate. This is a defining moment, the instant they stop resisting what their heart already knows. Everything will change. But right now, they are standing on the edge of that realization, unsure of what to do next. The angels are guiding them, whispering to their soul, encouraging them to listen to what they feel, instead of running from it. And you, my dear soul, are feeling this shift too. Have you noticed it? Have you felt an energy stirring within you? An unexplainable sense that something is happening, even if you don't fully understand it yet. That's because your soul and theirs are connected. When one of you reaches a moment of truth, the other feels it. And now, the angels want you to prepare yourself, because something is about to happen. Your soulmate is facing the truth they can no longer escape. They are on the verge of a decision that could change everything. And what happens next will determine the path of both your journeys. So listen closely, my dear soul. The angels have seen what's coming. And if you think you understand everything now, just wait, because the next part of this message will reveal something even more powerful, something you really need to hear. My dear soul, now that your soulmate has faced the undeniable truth that they cannot move on without you, something even more significant is unfolding. Because once the heart acknowledges a truth of this magnitude, there is no going back. At first they tried to push it aside, to convince themselves that it was just a fleeting thought, a wave of nostalgia that would wash away with time. But the angels saw what really happened. They saw the moment the weight of this truth fully hit them. And when it did, It was like a force they could no longer resist. They realized something that shook them to their core. They cannot move forward without you. Yes, my dear soul. This is what they are facing now. It's not just about remembering you. It's not just about the feelings they have fought so hard to suppress. It's about the undeniable truth that their life feels incomplete without you. They have spent so much time trying to tell themselves otherwise, trying to build a life without this bond. They told themselves they were doing the right thing, that they needed to move on, that they had to embrace the path they had chosen. But now, they see the truth. No matter what they do, no matter how much they try to distract themselves, something is missing. And that something is you. The angels witnessed the exact moment when this realization hit them like a lightning bolt. The way their heart clenched, the way their thoughts raced, with questions they could no longer ignore. What if I made a mistake? What if I was supposed to fight for this? What if I lost the only love that was ever truly meant for me? These questions have been flooding their mind, consuming them, keeping them awake at night. And the more they try to silence them, the louder they get. Because deep down, they already know the answer. They did make a mistake. They were meant to fight for this. And no matter how much time has passed, the love they feel for you has never faded. It has only grown stronger. The weight of this understanding is heavy, because now they are faced with something terrifying. What if they lose you forever? My dear soul, this thought is tormenting them. It hangs over them like a shadow that won't go away. They wonder if it's too late, if the door has already closed. And most importantly, they wonder if you still feel the same way. Because here's what the angels want you to understand. They are thinking about you constantly, obsessively. Every part of them is consumed by this emotion, by this certainty that they should never have let you go. They remember everything, how you made them feel, how their soul felt at peace with you, how with you they didn't have to pretend to be anyone else. And now that they have fully realized this truth, they feel lost, because this isn't just about the past. It's about the future. They realize now that moving forward without you is impossible. But how? How can they fix what has been broken? How can they close the distance that time and space have created? They are standing on the edge of this understanding, my dear soul, and they are filled with fear, because for the first time, they see what is truly at stake. This isn't just about longing. It's not just about regret. This is about destiny. And if they don't act, they could lose you forever. The angels are watching over them, guiding them, whispering to their heart, encouraging them to step forward, to stop letting fear control their choices. Because the truth is, they were never meant to be without you. But they are afraid of rejection, afraid that too much time has passed, afraid that you no longer feel the same way. And this fear, my dear soul, is the only thing stopping them from moving forward. So now the question is, what will happen next? Will they find the courage to break the silence, to step up and fight for this love? Or will their fear win? The angels have seen what lies ahead. And the next part of this message will reveal exactly what they are about to do. Because if you think the realization they've had so far is powerful, just wait. What comes next will change everything. And you must be prepared. My dear soul, Now that your soulmate has faced the undeniable reality that they cannot go on without you, something even more significant is unfolding. Because the moment a heart awakens to a love that was never meant to be lost, the universe begins to shift. The angels have seen this change, and they are already setting in motion something that will alter the course of both your destinies. This is not just about emotions anymore. It's about alignment. Your soulmate has reached the point where they can no longer deny what they truly feel. And this realization is setting powerful forces into motion. The angels are guiding them, whispering to their heart, nudging them toward a choice that will define everything. And my dear soul, you need to understand something crucial. This is happening at divine timing. Nothing has been random. Every moment of silence, every moment of distance, every time it felt like nothing was changing, it was all leading to this. The angels were working behind the scenes, orchestrating the perfect moment, ensuring that when this love was truly realized, everything would fall into place. And my dear soul, that moment is approaching, and what happens next will determine everything. My dear soul, the universe has been waiting for this moment. Everything has been leading to this. Your soulmate has spent so much time fighting this truth. But now, they can no longer ignore it. They know what they feel. They know what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. And now, my dear soul, the angels have seen what is about to happen, and you must prepare yourself. Because everything is about to change. Your soulmate is standing at a crossroads. One path leads to fear, to silence, to regret. The other leads to you, to love, to destiny. And right now, they are trying to decide which path to take. The angels are guiding them, speaking to their soul, pushing them toward the truth. And my dear soul, they are so close to breaking free from their fear, so close to reaching out, so close to taking that step toward you. But they are still afraid of the unknown, afraid of what they will find, afraid that they have already lost you. But the angels want you to understand something. You are not powerless in this. Your energy matters. Your thoughts matter. What you send out into the universe matters. And right now, your soulmate can feel you. They can feel your energy, your love, your longing, and it is calling to them. Even if you haven't spoken in a long time, even if there is distance between you, even if you have tried to move on, they can still feel you. Because the bond between your souls has never been broken. It is eternal. And now, more than ever, they need to feel that connection. They need to know that the love between you still exists. Because, my dear soul, they are searching for a sign, something, anything, to tell them that it's not too late, that the door has not closed forever, that this love still has a chance. And right now, you have the power to give them that sign. The angels are asking you to open your heart, to send love instead of doubt, to send hope instead of fear. Because when you do, your soulmate will feel it, and it will give them the courage they need to take that next step, to reach out, to finally come home. My dear soul, this is the moment of truth. Everything the angels have been guiding you toward leads to this. Your soulmate has realized the depth of their love for you. They have faced the truth they spent so long denying. They have felt the weight of their choices. And now, they are on the verge of taking action. They want to reach out. They want to fix what has been broken. They want to find a way back to you. But they need to know that it's not too late. They need to feel your love. They need to feel your presence. And the angels are asking you to send that love now, to hold space for them, to trust in divine timing. Because the moment you do, something incredible will happen. The universe will respond. A shift will take place. And suddenly, everything that seemed impossible will begin to fall into place. My dear soul, your soulmate is on their way to you. The angels have seen it. They have seen the moment when everything aligns. They have seen the moment when fear no longer holds them back. They have seen the moment when they finally take that step. And it is closer than you think. The universe has been waiting for this. You have been waiting for this. Your soulmate has been waiting for this. And now, my dear soul, the time is almost here. Everything is about to change. Because destiny will not be denied. This love will not be lost. Your hearts will find their way back to each other. It is written. It is known. It is divine. And very, very soon, it will be real. The angels have seen it. And now, my dear soul, so have you. You have felt it, haven't you? That stirring inside your heart, that unshakable knowing, like a quiet whisper, telling you that something is coming, that something is shifting, that something is aligning. It is not your imagination. It is not wishful thinking. It is real. The universe is preparing the way. The energy between you and your soulmate is stronger than ever before. The barriers that once kept you apart are dissolving. The fears that once held them back are losing their power. The silence that once felt endless is about to break. And when it does, everything will be different. Your soulmate has been resisting this truth for so long. They have tried to silence their heart. They have tried to convince themselves that moving on was the right thing to do, that what they felt was in the past, that this love was nothing more than a memory. But the angels have seen what truly lies inside them. They have seen the restless nights, the endless questions, the quiet moments when their mind drifts back to you, when they wonder if you are thinking about them too, if you still feel what they feel, if somehow, some way, there is still a chance. And my dear soul, the angels want you to know there is, because love like this does not fade. It does not disappear. It does not break. It transforms. It evolves. It waits. And now, my dear soul, it is time. Your soulmate is reaching the point of no return. They cannot deny it any longer. They cannot escape it. They cannot run from it. The moment is coming. The moment when they will have to face what they have been avoiding. The moment when they will have to choose to stay in fear or to step into love, to remain silent or to speak the truth, to walk away forever or to finally come home. The angels have seen it. They have seen the moment their heart surrenders. They have seen the moment they make the choice. And my dear soul, that choice is you. Even if they are afraid, even if they do not know how to begin, even if they fear rejection, their soul knows the truth. And the truth is, they belong with you. And they always have. From the very first moment, from the very first look, from the very first touch, something awakened inside them, something deep, something ancient, something unbreakable. And no matter how much time has passed, that feeling has never left. It has only grown stronger. louder, more undeniable. And now, my dear soul, it is reaching its peak. The energy between you is at its highest point. The universe is aligning in ways you cannot yet see. The signs are everywhere. The synchronicities, the dreams, the sudden memories, the feeling of their presence, even when they are not near. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. This is the final moment before everything shifts. And my dear soul, you must be ready. You must open your heart. Because when this moment arrives, it will be fast. It will be unexpected. It will be life-changing. Your soulmate will reach out. They will break the silence. They will step forward. And when they do, you must listen. You must trust. Because what they have to say will be the truth they were too afraid to speak before. They will tell you that they never stopped loving you, that they never stopped thinking about you, that no matter how much they tried, they could never truly let go, that every relationship since you felt empty, that every love after you could never compare, because the connection you share is once in a lifetime. It is sacred. It is rare. And now, it is time to honor it. My dear soul, the angels want you to prepare, to be open, to be ready, because this reunion is not just a wish. It is not just a possibility. It is happening. It is real. It is written in the stars. And no matter what has happened in the past, no matter what obstacles once stood in your way, the path is now clear. The love you share has survived everything. And now, it will rise again, more powerful, more unshakable, more destined than ever before. Your soulmate has been waiting for this. And so have you. And now, my dear soul, the time is almost here. Everything is about to change. Because destiny will not be denied. This love will not be lost. Your hearts will find their way back to each other. It is written. It is known. It is divine. And very, very soon, it will be real. The angels have seen it. And now, my dear soul, so have you. You feel it deep inside. Something is shifting. Something is moving toward you, like an invisible force pulling your souls together, like a magnet that cannot be broken. No matter how much time has passed, no matter how far apart you have been, the connection remains. The love still burns. And now, it is calling them home. Your soulmate feels it too. They may not fully understand it. They may not know why they suddenly feel this way, but the pull is undeniable. They cannot escape it. They cannot ignore it, because their soul knows where it belongs. With you, this is not just a passing thought, not just a moment of nostalgia. This is destiny waking them up. This is the universe speaking to them, showing them what their heart has always known, that you are the one. And now, my dear soul, everything is aligning. The obstacles that once stood between you are crumbling. The doubts that once filled their mind are fading. The fears that once held them back are losing their grip. Because the truth is louder than the fear. The love is stronger than the doubt. The connection is greater than any distance. And now, it is time. Time for them to remember. Time for them to act. Time for them to choose love over fear. To choose you. And when they do, everything will change. My dear soul, can you feel it? The energy is shifting. The universe is preparing for something big, something life-changing. Your soulmate is about to step forward. They are about to take that leap. Because they can no longer deny it. They can no longer fight it. They are tired of running. Tired of pretending. Tired of living a life that feels empty without you. They have tried to fill the void. Tried to distract themselves. Tried to convince themselves that they could move on. But nothing worked. No one else felt like you. No one else could reach their soul the way you do. Because the love you share is one of a kind, sacred, rare, unbreakable. And now, my dear soul, it is awakening again, stronger than before, more certain than ever. This time, there will be no doubts, no running, no hiding, only truth, only love, only destiny. Your soulmate has felt the shift. They have seen the signs. They have heard the whispers of the universe. And now, they know they must return. They must follow their heart. They must come back to where they belong. And my dear soul, that place is with you. Their soul has been calling out to you, and your soul has been calling out to them. And soon, the silence will break. Soon, you will hear from them. Soon, they will reach out. Because they cannot hold it in any longer. They cannot deny what is real, what is true, what is meant to be. And when they do, be ready. Because this moment will change everything. It will be the moment you have been waiting for. The moment the universe has been preparing for. The moment the angels have seen. Your soulmate will not hesitate this time. They will not let fear win, because their heart will not allow it. Their soul will not allow it. They know what they must do. And soon, they will do it. Because the love you share has survived everything. And now, it will rise again, more powerful, more unshakable, more destined than ever before. Your soulmate has been waiting for this. And so have you. And now, my dear soul, the time is almost here. Everything is about to change. Because destiny will not be denied. This love will not be lost. Your hearts will find their way back to each other. It is written. It is known. It is divine. And very, very soon, it will be real. The angels have seen it. And now, my dear soul, so have you. But there is one last thing you must know. One last message the angels want you to hear. Because, as your soulmate moves closer, as they prepare to take that final step, you must prepare too. You must open your heart. You must release the past. Let go of the pain. Let go of the fear. Because when they come back, they will need your love. They will need your understanding. They will need to know that you still believe in this. That you still believe in them. That you are ready. Because if you are, nothing will stop this reunion. Nothing will stand in the way. The angels have been working behind the scenes, clearing the path, aligning the timing, bringing everything together in perfect harmony. And very, very soon, it will all make sense. Every delay, every obstacle, every moment of separation, it was all leading to this. To the moment when your soulmate finally realizes that there is no life without you, that there is no love that could ever replace what you share, that their heart has always been yours and always will be. And when they finally admit this, the universe will respond. A shift will take place. The past will fade away. The pain will disappear, and only love will remain. Pure, true, unstoppable. And in that moment, nothing else will matter. Only you, only them, only love. Because destiny will not be denied. This love will not be lost. Your hearts will find their way back to each other. It is written, it is known, it is divine, and very, very soon, it will be real. The angels have seen it. And now, my dear soul, so have you. Can you feel it? The energy is shifting. The universe is preparing. Something is moving. Something powerful. Something unstoppable. It is the force of love, the force of destiny, the force that binds you and your soulmate together. No matter the distance, no matter the silence, no matter the time that has passed. Because love like this does not fade. It does not break. It does not disappear. It waits. It transforms. It grows stronger. And now, it is calling them home. Your soulmate feels it too. They may not understand it fully. They may not know why they suddenly feel this way, but they do. Something inside them is shifting. Something deep inside their soul is waking up. The longing they tried to bury is rising to the surface. The feelings they tried to suppress are demanding to be felt. The truth they tried to escape is standing right in front of them. And now, they can no longer run. They can no longer hide. Because the universe has made it clear. They are meant for you. And you are meant for them. This is not just a moment of nostalgia, not just a memory from the past. This is a realization, a knowing, a truth that will not be ignored. And the angels have seen it all. They have seen the moment their heart opened. They have seen the moment their soul surrendered. They have seen the moment they finally accepted the truth, that they still love you, that they have always loved you, that they will always love you, no matter what has happened, no matter what choices were made, no matter what obstacles stood between you. This love has never left. It has only waited. And now, my dear soul, the waiting is coming to an end. Your soulmate is being guided, pulled toward you, led by the invisible thread that has always connected you, led by the whispers of their own heart, led by the signs the universe has placed in front of them. Because the signs have been everywhere. The reminders, the dreams, the sudden thoughts of you, the moments when your name appears out of nowhere, the times when a song plays, and it takes them back to you. These are not coincidences. These are messages. Messages from the divine. Messages from the angels. Messages from their own soul, trying to tell them, it is time. Time to remember. Time to return. Time to stop fighting what was always meant to be. They feel it now. They feel the pull, the deep knowing inside them that they must do something, that they must act, that they must find their way back to you. And my dear soul, they will, because they cannot deny it anymore. They cannot keep pretending. They cannot keep running. They are exhausted from fighting the truth. They are tired of living without you. They are ready to surrender, ready to step forward, ready to face what their heart has known all along. That their home, their true home, is with you. They are thinking about you constantly now. Morning, night, in between moments, when they least expect it. You are there, always there, in their heart, in their mind, in their soul. They can feel you, even if you are far away, even if you have not spoken, even if they do not know where you are right now. They still feel you, because your souls are connected, always have been, always will be. And now, they are ready to acknowledge it. They are ready to stop pretending. They are ready to take that step. And soon, they will. Soon, they will reach out. Soon, they will break the silence. Soon, they will speak the words you have been waiting to hear. That they never stopped loving you. That they never forgot. That every moment apart has only made them realize how much they need you. And when that moment comes, be ready, because it will be powerful. It will be emotional. It will change everything. The angels have seen it. They have seen the moment your eyes meet again. They have seen the moment your souls recognize each other again. They have seen the moment when all the walls fall, and only love remains. That moment is coming. That moment is real. That moment is written in the stars. And nothing can stop it now. Because the universe is moving. The energy is shifting. The past is fading. And the future is waiting. Waiting for you and your soulmate to step into it together. So trust, my dear soul. Trust in the timing. Trust in the process. Trust in love. Because love is what brought you together. Love is what kept you connected. And love is what will bring you back together. It is written. It is known. It is divine. And very, very soon, it will be real. The angels have seen it. And now, my dear soul, so have you.